Hey everybody, it is June 5th. It's Friday here. Like I said, you're getting day in the life vlogs from this point on, unless I have absolute, just time to sit around and make videos, and I really just don't have that time yet. So most of you seen, or a lot of you seen, yesterday's video, and I want to thank you for all those comments. They are amazing, and they're such great tips and prayers and inspiration, so thank you. Again, I'm going to try to get to answering those. The same thing with the computer. It's just hard to get there right now. I barely edited yesterday's vlog at all. I didn't proof watch it, if you will. I just threw it up, so I'm glad it didn't come out that bad. I woke up this morning kind of in disbelief. When I opened up my eyes around 9:40, I just kind of was thinking, is it real? Do we really have this time crunch and all this stuff going on? And yeah, it only took 5 seconds to realize it's totally real. And Cooper's eating grass right now. I wonder if his stomach's a wreck. But I'm kind of in disbelief today. I know that doesn't, yesterday was shock, today's disbelief. I mean, it's really disbelief. The people across the street still haven't gotten here yet. Right now it's about 2 p.m. And I've talked on the phone a lot today so far, and I've also done some regular things like laundry. I vacuumed. I forgot to run the dishwasher, which is not a shocker. I forget a lot of times to do that, but if I have something on my mind, it's easy to forget that. At least I got dinner cooked. I made the beds, and I just kind of focused on normal stuff so far today. Because I really am kind of in shock and disbelief. But maybe that's the stages I personally need to go through, because I am really upset about it, and I'm excited. I am about where we're going to live and what it is going to be like, but it'd be so much nicer just to have the house picked out and, be approved and just have that peace of mind. But we don't have it yet, and like you guys said, and like Scott said, it's only day 1 into it. So there's really no reason to panic, I guess. Jackson started packing up some stuff in his room, which was nice. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get boxes today. One of you guys suggested that I go to the liquor store, and I would have never thought that because I don't drink. But she said, a lot of the boxes are sturdy and made for, bottles and such. And I'm probably going to call some liquor stores. I haven't even opened my planner. I haven't made a to-do list. Like I said, yesterday was the first full day that I actually knew about it. And I was flipping out. I was mad and scared, but it'd be okay, I think. The rest of the day, I plan on actually making some of those to-do lists. Sorry, this neighbor's doing something in the driveway with one of those cutting things. I don't know, saw, I guess. And I'm going to start making those lists and get a moving file or book or something together. And that can maybe help me focus. I do want to work on the computer a little bit today. I'm just kind of taking today as an ordinary day. I'm not scouring the internet like a maniac. I'm letting Scott kind of do that for me. I'm just frustrated. But, after looking back and watching that video this morning, I mean, the whole video was me. Not the whole video, because I showed you some of the crew stuff, but a lot of it was me just having, an on-air breakdown, which is not great. It totally lacked poise. It's just scary, to be honest, and I prayed about it a lot last night, prayed about it this morning, and I just hope God puts the right house in our path, wherever that house may be. We know that there's tons of houses that are really in our budget. I know my husband said we don't have a budget, but we do. That's just Scott. And I know he sounded arrogant. You don't have to say that. He works. And, you know, it's usually very unbecoming to discuss income. But Scott, you know, alone is over $100,000 a year. So, you know, it's not the best income. They're certainly a lot higher. If I went to work full time, it would be more than that. But, you know, that there is a budget, at least in my head, and in my head is $1,500 and down for a 4-bedroom house. There's a house right now that's $4,000. It's amazing too, but there ain't no way. I mean, we could probably swing it. We probably just couldn't eat. But Scott means whatever house list we want within our budget. A lot of the rental houses here are a lot smaller, and I don't think he meant to sound like a snob. He is a little bit of a snob, you guys. He always has been. He's completely opposite of me. I would have been one of the little hippie kids in school. My tie-dyes, laid back. And he would have been like one of the preppy kids. It's like totally polar opposite. And that's the same way with emotions and everything else. So, you know, hopefully between my flipping out and his calmness, come here, bring the ball to me. And his, no, come here, Cooper. And his calmness, we can actually make something happen. If you don't drop it, I'm not playing. Nasty ball. Hit the umbrella. But I'm really hoping that I'll get the book together and I'll get, like some to-do lists and some places for boxes listed out and how I want to pack the house, and maybe try to implement at home at Nikki's garage plan for moving or something close to it. Maybe make my own, you know, kind of thing. Not sure. I think hers was more or less for the new house that they're moving in. But I need to be able to store boxes probably in the garage. And one thing I didn't think about is I didn't get the impression it was like that dire that the sheriff was just going to show up. So I'm not really scared of going on the cruise and coming back and everything being bad. But we do have a house sitter. And if that happened, I'd kill her. But I think our neighbors and our friends would move our stuff for us if we had that kind of issue. And, you know, I might not be uploading vlogs on the cruise because, you know, internet speed sucks even at hotels. I think, you know, I'll be on the internet just a little bit to check emails and something. And if something happened like that, I'd get choppered off that boat and we would head home. So, it might be late, but I know the idea of renting the storage unit makes sense in a way. It really does. But in a way it doesn't, because, you know, she gave us till the 6th. So I'm not thinking that the foreclosure people are just going to come in. But I tried to call the bank today and they wouldn't talk to me because my name was not on the loan. So I was like cut off pretty quick. They took some notes about what I said about what's going on. So I guess they noted the account with, you know, my phone call, but they wouldn't tell me anything. So I was kind of stuck there. I haven't even thought about switching utilities. We got to find the house. Just lots of stuff. So I'm going to put together a file today and just take today to get organized on the move, on the cruise, on summer and with Jackson, and on stuff in Louisiana. And I'm not sure. I'll show it to you. You know how it works out. I don't know. And I probably should be doing more than figuring things out on paper, but it really helps me. So I think today, since I'm not like running around packing like a mad woman, I think I'm going to concentrate on getting things out of my head onto some paper and trying to figure a game plan out, even though we don't know where we're moving. So I'm going to do that, and I got some things in the mail today. I'll show you those, and I'll bring you along throughout the day. So hopefully you don't mind these vlogs. It's about the best I'm going to get, and most of the time the comments I get is you guys like the vlogs so much better than the favorites videos and all that. I really like both, but until I feel like I can really share with you guys, you know, where I'm clear-headed and I'm in a good space. I feel like these kind of videos are the best I can really do right now. So I hope that's okay. And if it is not, well, too bad, so sad. I can't do everything. So, yeah, let's go in and I'll show you what I got in the mail. So this long box, I'll zoom in at the end, but I don't want to go that in my address, is a sport brella, and I thought it would be perfect for the cruise. However, it's too long, it's too heavy, but let me take you to the computer. I'll show you what this is. Okay, so this was on Amazon, and when we bought it, it was like $30. Right now, it's $49. It was originally $59, and it's a sport brella. The red one was cheaper than the blue one. Let me kind of show you. It's perfect, like, for games. And I thought it would be perfect for the beach. Let me show you this. I'll start here. Hopefully they don't mind. You can kind of see. I thought it would be perfect for Mexico, but I think it's going to be too big to take on the boat. You can even make like a canopy with it. I thought it was just brilliant. So I sent it to my mom, the link, and she bought one too. And he's carrying it on his shoulder, but I'm not so sure that will fit. You know, look how big that is, you guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to carry that on the cruise. So I'm a little upset, but it'll be perfect for Myrtle Beach or anything the kids go do sports-wise. We can use it for a ton of things. So I was going to try to set it up today, but I think I'm going to skip and just kind of leave it all boxed up. So another item that came in the mail from Sweet Ki, is that how you say it? Design, off Etsy. I got these, like, how ironic is this? These house payment stickers. Maybe I should send, like, these to the landlord. Yeah. It's just ironic that they came in today. How you like that? They're super cute, though, and there's where you can find them on Etsy. And I just thought they were adorable. Didn't know I was moving, but I'm going to need them, like, wherever I go. So, like I said, maybe it would be beneficial to order a set and send them to my landlord. I might just do it just to be a smartass. I really might. You know, I understand money trouble. I really do. And I understand not being able to make a house payment, especially if you are buying the house. What I don't understand is not making the house payment when people are giving you money to do that. That's what I don't understand. But I do understand financial difficulties. I do understand hardships. It's not like I'm holding that against her, and I'm not even holding it against the people who are moving in. I just find it really sad that she's given the money for this home. It's $100 actually more than the payment, because I know that by some of the foreclosure things that came in. So she's making $100, which is fine. You know, it's her property. But it doesn't make sense that she wouldn't use it. Maybe she needs food for her family. I don't know. But she's a realtor, and it seems like to me like she knows all the tricks. Like if she was to take deposits from 8 different people, like my neighbors told me, and then kick people out, or people moved out and didn't return the deposits, it's like $16,000. I think she might have a racket going on, but that's just me. So, but I just thought I'd show these to you because they are super cute, and I can't wait to find a new house and use them in my planner to remind us that we have the house payment. Okay, these are done. Tops and everything done. What I did, I think I'll start storing stuff in the house just for now, and I will get it out in the garage eventually, maybe. But I just started stacking stuff. So, you know, like first floor desk, Jackson stuff. This is all stuff from the dining room. And I took the shelves that were glass and wrapped them up kind of decent, but I don't have a box that they can actually lay down in, so we'll just have to be careful with those. But that's the start. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to load Jackson up and we're going to go get more boxes. That's what I think is about to happen. Okay, so we are back. We went and got another big stack of boxes like yesterday. I'm starting with more stuff in the kitchen now. Stuff like, you know, the cookie jars and different things that we don't have to have that can be boxed up. So that's what I'm going to start doing. So, my husband called, you guys. He's got this wild idea that he's going to offer to pay her fees. He's going to offer to pay, like, I don't know, $2,000 at... He's willing to pay her fees, and he's going to talk to her, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. He says if we paid her fees so she could keep the house and we could sign another year lease, then we'd be good to go. I think it's just bullshit. I don't think it's going to happen anyway. I don't know even if she's telling us the truth about everything, but yeah, that's where he's at. He just called. He's going to call me back. There he is. Okay, so I just got off the phone with Scott. So, I don't know what's going on, you guys. I feel like I was hustled. Apparently, we're staying. And the niece is not moving in. She hasn't talked to her in 3 weeks, so I was lied to in the beginning. We're paying her some extra money to help her. I'm not going to say how much. But we're not paying until we have the lease in hand for another year. And I don't want to do it. I think it's a mistake. I think it's bullshit. But it still will work out where it's probably cheaper. And I was like, what about the foreclosure? And now I feel like she's lied to me, and she's taking care of the foreclosure. She says that's done. She'll fax us the paperwork, show us that it's good. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this lady. I've spent half the day packing. She doesn't want any more mean emails from me because I've loaded her up with some. She's responded. It's not like I have been harassing her. She's responded and I responded. And it just really, really bothers me. And Scott's like, I would rather catch her up and stay here. And since we had a good visit, home inspection type of thing, and I would rather sign another year's lease with her, and then that way we don't have to move, because by time, we take off work, or he does, and moving and deposits, he says it will work out cheaper. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure what even the money is going towards. I don't know. I'm shocked again. And so I'm sure he'll explain it more whenever he gets home. He's on his way home right now. But now, all the stuff that I packed today was basically useless. Maybe I jumped the gun. I don't know. I know you guys are going to think we're crazy. I know it. I feel like we're crazy. I feel like I'm going nuts. Why would she do all of that? Why would she lie? Why would she tell us that she's behind if she's not? Why would she tell us her niece was moving in if not? Was it just a big hustle? Did she just hustle us out of more money? And if that's the case, did she just raise the rent for 1 month? I really do want to move. But Scott thinks under these circumstances, it's just not a good idea. He'll be happy if he gets the lease. He said he's not sending money until he has the lease. She will have the lease signed, I guess, and fax it. And then he will deposit the monies that they agreed upon. We're not behind, but she wants the rent money. And I don't know, I guess once we make the deposit, we'll sign the lease and send it back. That's what I got out of it all. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm really not sure. I don't understand it. I'm going to call my mom, my best friend, because it doesn't make sense. It's bullshit. But if she gives us another year lease, then so be it. She didn't say she was raising the rent, but Scott didn't want her to be in hard times. But I don't think what we're giving her is going to bail her out. And if she needs bailed out, we're still in an issue. But if she lied to us and it's not being foreclosed on, then she just hustled money out of us, I guess. But she doesn't want me talking about it no more on YouTube, and she doesn't want me emailing her mean emails. So I guess I need to pray this works out. What a joke. This is ridiculous. I've never been like this in my life. Even though I was told, with my first high school sweetheart, when we split up, he was the only one on the lease, and I was told if you don't have a lease, you're homeless. And I should have learned that lesson. I should have learned it. I did not. So maybe that's why this is happening. Maybe it's like the ton of bricks coming down on my head. So I will not live by the seat of my pants when I have a family. And sure, I probably should buy a house, but I'm not even thinking that way right now. So I don't know. I'm going to pray that it all works out, and I'm going to answer some of your Facebook messages, some of your YouTube comments and all of that, and tell you guys what's going on, so maybe some of you will know, you know, ahead of time. So, oh my God. We're waiting on Scott to get home. Okay, new update. I just talked to Scott again. You know, he's driving home. So, this seems to be the deal that I can understand a little bit better. So, she managed, I guess, today or yesterday, when I'm cussing her out like a crazy person, to get the second loan on the house. Or it's already happened, and I don't know, but it's fixed, apparently. And she will fax us all those papers. But our payment date was on the 15th. The new loan for her says her payment is due on the 1st. So the monies that we're paying extra are to make up the difference, I guess, from the 1st to the 15th. That's her problem, not our problem, really. And whatever, I'm okay. So that's what that's taking care of, and she's not going to tell me what I can and can't say on YouTube. It's never going to happen. But she needs those fees paid. And instead of just calling us up like civil people, she enacted all of this. And got our family really upset and scared us and made me mad. And that's basically the difference that we're paying her. And plus, you know, rent on the 15th. So, yeah. What do I say to that? I don't want to move because obviously, you know, I can unpack easier than I can pack. And it will cost more to move out. So I'm glad Scott actually talked to her. I don't know when she was planning on just telling us, like, the truth. I don't know. I'm still, like, in utter disbelief about all of this. I've never felt so unstable, so shaky without a lease. I've never felt like this before, but I'm getting that lease in my hands, and then I'm giving her her money. If that's how she wants to play the game, I will play it with her, but she's giving me the lease first. Or we're doing it at the same time at the bank. She can fax it to the bank, and as soon as the bank manager has his hands on the fax, he can have his hands on our money. It's not going to happen without it happening exactly at the same time. If she's scared that we're going to take her lease and just run with it, and not pay, she's crazy, because that's not going to happen. But if we, you know, I don't want to give her money and her not give us the lease. So it has to happen exactly at the same time. And with that being in California, it's kind of hard. So I don't know. We'll still wait for Scott to get home and figure out exactly what's going on. Hey everybody, I am ending the vlog here. I was on the phone with a family member for like 2 hours, so I wasn't able to film like Scott and everything he had to say. But basically, the gist of it is apparently the mortgage is good. She'll fax us the papers. Apparently, the difference between the 1st and the 16th is $600 and something. She wanted that money. She never even requested it. She's had to pay the bank fees, late fees, for a few months, and she thinks we should pay that, because she can't. Yeah, there you have it. So, I don't know, I'm at a loss. I really need a good night's sleep, and just readjust, unpack again tomorrow. I might not video for a day or two just till I get the stuff back, you know, where it belongs. Thank God I didn't go overboard and like pack up all the upstairs. Jackson can unpack and all that. Everything's confirmed in emails. Scott handled all of it. I didn't have anything to do with it. You know, she's the kind of landlord that sends like a eviction, I don't know what you even call it, like a note, like an email that says if you do not pay by the 15th, you're going to be evicted, basically. And she sends it out like 5 days before the rent's due. I don't get it. And I called her out on it, and I got really mad about it at a certain point. And I didn't cuss her out today. I said that. I didn't. I was just very frank with her. I didn't use, you know, cuss words. I was just like, I'm over it. You know, I think you're a hustler and blah, blah, blah. And the truth is, doing this the way Scott set up will ensure we have a home for the kids for a year, and that's important. It's very, very important right now, and it ensures that we don't have to move before the cruise and all of that. The bank won't speak to me, so I don't have any say-so over that. But if notices come in, I'm heading right to court. But she assures me that's been handled, and that's what's been the problem, is that she's been dealing with not being able to pay the payment because of the payment being due on the 1st and us paying on the 15th. So, yeah. It would have been just easier to explain it. You know, or give me a hard number. I might have resisted a little bit, but, I mean, you would think she would have set it up, at least on this property, where her payment's due on the 15th, but that's just me. Maybe she couldn't get that. I don't know. She didn't talk to me. So, I'm not doing anything without the lease, but I'm going to have hope, because all that stuff is in email, like, very detailed. Scott was, you know, extremely detailed, even about the time of the conversation and all of it. She responded with, you know, like, the go-ahead, so to speak. And, we'll do it, I guess, on Monday. So, yeah. I kind of feel a little more at peace since I've seen the emails. And I'm going to be calm and pray this works out. I think it will, because it's all in the emails. And, like, you know, it's like getting all upset, and then when you could just speak to somebody and handle it, instead of being just all upset and doing things in a very business-like kind of way. When we have lived here so long, she didn't have to do it that way. She needed to make a request. But she made a request all right, and now, you know, I have more unpacking to do. It's crazy. I couldn't write this stuff. I could not do it. I mean, I need to write a book on my life that's not just like the blog, because this is insane. Who lives this way? I mean, I guess people who don't sign leases, right? And I always signed them. Always had one, but was flying by the seat of my pants, and she got me on that one. And since she is going to sign a new one, it's a year long. It will make everybody happy, including, like, you know, the people down south that we are dealing with, the people here who have already visited. It will make life so much easier, and I've got to pray that maybe I totally overreacted, and maybe I did look like a crazy person yesterday. I get that. I probably look like a crazy person today, too. It's very stressful. And I don't take medicine for stress. I don't drink wine or drink alcohol hardly at all. Every once in a while I have a glass of white wine, but I don't have white wine in the house. You know, it's like a restaurant kind of thing. I just don't drink. I do like some fruity drinks on the cruise sometimes, but I'm not a drinker, and I think I'm actually allergic because I feel it like going through my body. It's insane, and it's like 3 sips and I'm stumbling. So I don't drink. I don't like not being in control. I'm not a druggy person. But gosh, you know, it would be nice to kind of relax a little bit and, you know, something more than a hot bath. But I'm just going to suck it up because real life is messy and complicated and hard. and it's not always, like I say, a pinnable image, and it's not always perfect, and you have just seen like major drama for the sake of nothing. Well, for the sake of her getting money. And sure, I probably jumped the gun, but I thought, you know, how are we moving out with the cruise and all that, you know, and we have the stuff going on down south that, you know, obviously I can't speak about, and we have this stuff going on up here that I can't speak about, and we got Jackson and all that. So, you know, I'm like, you know, on the go. I don't want to show you the book, the move out book, because there's no sense in it, but I worked in that for about 2 hours, and that was like a whole waste of time that I'm not going to get back. It's astonishing to me that, number one, this happened at all, and that I should have learned that lesson about the lease. I got it, God. I got it. Never again. And still, I'm a huge fan of renting, because, you know, I could pack up in a year and move to Florida, and then say I got tired of the beach, I could pack up and move to the mountains. All of it, and it's just absolutely insane what we have had to endure. And the poor people across the street, their house got so tore up by the renters, they, and it's such a pretty house too, they would rather give the keys back to the bank rather than rent again. I think my cats are pawing at the door. So you know what their experience was. And you know what's messed up is, right before all this happened, I was telling Scott, you know, I really want to paint the first floor, but it's got the vaulted ceilings. We're not like painter people. And I was really considering spending like a couple $1,000s painting a rental house, just because we're here, because I know she can't afford it, and I know it needs done. And then all this happens, and it's like, you know, you really do try to do good. We pay our rent, and you try to do good, and it seems like it bites you in the butt sometimes. But Scott handled things brilliantly, and I did panic, and I'm always going to panic in situations like that. But I had my mom and my sister-in-law and my sister and my best friend and my whole support system. I don't know if I'm forgetting somebody, and if I am, I'm gonna feel bad. My husband, my whole support system, even my son, who's 12, made some really valid points on some stuff and gives us, you know, new ideas. Our oldest daughter, Laura, you know, I mean, her first words were, when she heard about this, how's it going to affect Beep? And, I mean, everything is on doing what's right, and handling things, and getting our entire family together. And it's really scary. We really want to do what they want us to do, and we don't want to mess up, and I'm so scared. And I have a little bit of peace tonight. I do take Tylenol PM, so I'm going to take some, and I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I might make a video tomorrow, I might not. I might just be gone for a day over the weekend, unpack. Doesn't sound weird, unpack, and see you in a day. But then again, I might video tomorrow. I'll see. So thank you for all those comments on the update one. I just posted the same comment all the way down, because I wanted everybody to know what I know. So you guys have just been there for us so much. You know, I felt like, you know, I need to tell these wonderful online friends of mine what's going on, because your advice is phenomenal. And I can hate YouTube at times. I can hate the mean websites, but oh my God, you guys, you are some of the smartest women I know, along with those women in my support team. You guys are phenomenal. I'm not joking. That's why I like bringing issues to you, because there's so many different perspectives. Of course, I can't take all of your advice, but I read every single comment. I think about every single comment, and I apply what I think will work, what is maybe new and fresh that I haven't tried before. You guys are an amazing support system. All the comments on YouTube are phenomenal, and I love you guys. I know my husband does too, and I'm so thankful for all of your comments. I really am. And emails and Facebook messages and Instagram messages. You guys rock. And it's because of you that I kind of leveled out and got some peace. And then, you know, throughout the day, I just wanted to update you because I feel like you're a part of my life. Like, when I'm done updating that inner circle, I want to update you because you have, you know, taken this journey with us. And I'm just really grateful. So, good night. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye.